because this, again, it breaks my brain because I really thought a lot of this draft was going to be me dragging you on to talk about the 2 fat defensive linemen the Jets drafted and what it looks like now. And what concerns me is that I believe the Eagles doubled up on D-line. I think the Bills doubled up on D-line. So smart teams partook in this class. The Jets kind of articulated the Mushi's answer kind of to me was like, there was a couple guys we liked, but we missed our window to get them. Maybe when the Bills leapfrogged them, one of those times where it's like, by the time when we were picking in the 5th round, we thought we could just get our 2 undrafted free agents. And you guys are wrong. We like Cowart and Nandi and Talefe more than you guys do. And we think Leonard Taylor can really be something. And I don't know. They just didn't see the talent the same way in the class. They just feel light up front. I like Leonard Taylor a lot, and I do think we will dive into him deeper at some point in May. We've got a lot of requests for a film room on him, which makes sense. But he's not that kind of player, right? Like he's like a disruptive, he gets 5.5 sacks in a season, but maybe sometimes he gets knocked out of the lane in the run game. I just have nightmares of 2 smaller linebackers in Quincy and Sherwood, a lighter light on talent defensive line, and certain teams doing what the Niners did last year and just running the hell out of the ball in the Jets. So that's my long-winded interior defensive line rant. I mean, what were your thoughts to them sitting this class out? And if you're the defensive line coach, like, and you're looking at the current depth chart, how are you kind of structuring your rotations and how you use these guys? Let's assume they kind of stay status quo.
So this is the interesting part for me, right? So they hired Steve Wilks. Steve Wilks comes from that Ron Rivera tree. Sean McDermott also comes from that Ron Rivera tree. They've gone different paths and they've learned a lot of different things, right? The one thing that Sean McDermott seems to have learned is I need to care a hell of a lot more about my defensive line.
Yeah.
Right. And so I will say if the Jets plan was just Deone Walker and they got jumped for that, that's a bad plan.
Yeah. You need a plan B.
100%. Like, first of all, that's not the player that you need.
Yeah.
And second of all, Buffalo went TJ Sanders before they went Deone Walker. So they doubled. That was their second, right? If that was your plan A and you needed more on your interior defensive line than they did, then it wasn't a good plan to start to begin with, right? So that's the part that kind of irks me about that. And in general, I think in terms of rotation, you're going to have Quinnen Williams playing a hell of a lot of snaps, which would have happened anyway. He was going to play the majority of snaps. And then the likelihood is that you're going to have a rotation next to him. That's going to play, a lot